The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your camaraderie.
How come it wasn't Steve and Tom? Why was it Tom and Steve? You're the one that did it. Why? Is that what it is? Because it was always, just saying.
Well, if you want to take the lead position.
Oh, no, that would require work. I don't want to do any of that, Tom.
Then we would say Steve first.
Oh, no. I don't want to do it, just to be clear.
But it's funny. You do have some minions. And I know that Andrea always likes to put you first, like in some of the printed material.
I think she does that just to bug you.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Wants to see it. No, I don't care.
I'll have to work on that.
When you're as low as I am, there's not much place to go.
There you go.
you just stay on the ground. Here's a person who's elevated, though, and knows where he's going and what he's doing. It's Kevin Meaker. Glad to have you on the show. He's the Onondaga County legislative candidate in the 2nd District, and we're going to learn about why you're here and what you're doing. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for having me. This is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Great. I hope you say that when it's done.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Have you ever been in political life prior to this, or what have you been doing?
Yes, I ran in 2017 for Town of Claytown Board, actually.
Okay, yeah.
And I was elected, I ran as an independent, and I was elected in 2018, and I served on the Town of Claytown Board, and at that time, no one knew what Micron was.
Right.
And shortly thereafter...
What's Micron?
I think it's coming.
Yeah, right.
So I've been a supporter, and I will continue to support. It's going to do wonderful things to our area.
Sure.
Starting on the town board at the ground level, really having an opportunity to understand the process of what they do, how they're going to handle, how they give back to the community, and how they're going to transform Onondaga County.
So I know that as a legislator, it's not full time, right? Or is it?
Well, it's technically not full-time.
Right.
I can tell you that since there is a lot of work as a legislator. If you do the job the right way, it is full-time.
Okay. But do you have another profession that you were in for years?
I do. I'm a real estate broker by trade.
Oh, okay.
I've been a real estate broker for now just about 25 years.
Oh, okay.
You have your own brokerage, or you work for somebody? Okay, great.
I do.
Excellent. So will you continue to do that? And
I will always do real estate.
Yeah. Because, that keeps you kind of on the pulse of what's happening in the community as well.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So what does a legislator do, and what will you do if elected?
Well, what I do is I listen to people.
Yeah.
Okay. I get calls from people with a variety of different issues. It could be from a stop sign in their neighborhood going to people are pulling out of a parking lot on down 57, and we should have a no left turn sign there. I respond to people. At the same time as I respond to people, we make big decisions on the legislature. We decide if police officers how we're going to fund body cameras, if the possibility of merging the jails will be one of our decisions to make. There's a multitude of decisions that are made of funding and how we fund the local government. And we make those decisions every day.
Public safety is a big deal. And I know you're on the right side of things, running as a Republican conservative. I'm going to say it, Tom. Maybe he will or he won't. I am concerned that about public safety, the streets, letting it. Hey, we arrest you or we don't. I'm very concerned about that for the whole county. That's a big deal. Being able to firm up the things you're talking about with public safety.
It is a huge deal, and we at the legislature kind of shape how that happens. Now the sheriff plays a large role in that as well. And unfortunately, in the state of New York right now, some of the rules that the county has to follow are out of our hands.
Okay.
And it's not a good situation.
Right. But locally, having folks that want law and order, that are saying, you know what, we have to lock people up if they're. Those are very, very, very important issues to me, because it feels like law enforcement. Yes, if I say, boy, I come down by Walmart where I live back behind Rivers Point, and that's in your area right there.
It is.
I come down and just about every day someone pulls in front of me and there's they don't see the traffic there. If I wanted to have a conversation, I would call you and have that kind of a conversation. Can you look at that? Were there accidents? That's a conversation I can have with you in my space. But in the county, in the overall county, the board is made up of what is it, 17? How many people on the board?
17 legislators, correct.
Okay, and you'll be representing one of those, mine actually, saying, I want to stand for the right stuff and I want to hear you when you call. Is that fair?
Very fair. I couldn't say it any better than you just said.
Well, I never say anything well. That's Tom.
I didn't know what he was talking about, but I'm glad you found that interesting. Why are there so many legislators?
Well, it's broken down by by how many voters are in Onondaga County.
Okay.
So there is some mathematical, out of my pay grade,
Tom can't do math either.
reason how they come up with that. There at one point in the county there was several more.
Wow.
But it's been reduced to 17 at
Right,
this time.
right. Now, and I know in different districts of the 17, some of them are, I'm going to say, to the right of, Magdarelli lost people that I've known the names of that have had good reputations and been replaced with people that are hard left, I'm going to say hard-leaning socialist kind of folks. Am I making this up, or is that what I see?
Oh, no. You're not making it up at all.
Okay.
We have a problem right now where the Democratic Party is no longer.
Okay.
They shouldn't even call themselves Democrats.
Even locally, but nationally.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear that there's a struggle there, right?
There's a struggle nationally, there's a struggle at the state level, and there's a struggle right now here in Onondaga County. They don't view the future of the county the way I do.
Okay.
They just don't.
How do you view the future of the county?
I view the future of the county as prosperous, moving forward, innovative. We're going to see change here that we've never seen in our lifetime.
Sure.
If you were to leave here today for 5 years and come back, you're not going to recognize the landscape of here.
Right.
And it's all in a good way.
Yeah.
We're going to have things that we've never had before. People are going to be able to walk from the Mets game to the farmer's market and end their day at the aquarium getting dinner.
Yeah.
That's never before been something we've had here in Central New York.
That's
There's
pretty
going
cool.
to be things to do.
Right, right. And I know that we had Leslie English on, who's running in District 4, and we were talking with her, and she wants to create a place where her kids will come back to. And she shared the story where her child was far away in Texas, and she wanted to help create something that's worth coming back to, not some of the things and the way the wind's been blowing. So standing against the left, is that a fair statement?
Oh, we have to stand against the left. It's the far left. It's socialism is right here in Onondaga County.
Well,
we have to understand that. It's
but
here.
some might say, "Oh, you're just full. Yeah, you're just exaggerating." What would you say to that?
I would say, watch or come down and see the meetings for yourself.
Okay.
Look at what's going on. Pay attention. Because if you just have to pay attention, you don't have to take my word for it.
Okay.
You'll see it. It's glaring.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's funny. Those of us of a certain age know that the Democratic Party was definitely different years ago. My grandfather was a staunch conservative, but he was Democrat at one point, and it wasn't like it is now. You know what I mean? Then he became conservative Republican.
Right. No, it's true. I mean, my parents conservative. They would like, well, Mike Bregman's okay.
Yeah.
And he was a Democrat, and he did things, but it was when things were gray. They're not gray anymore.
No,
they're not gray anymore, are they, Kevin?
No, they're not great at all. And I can share what you just stated. My grandfather was a conservative, born and raised on the North Side, was known as the mayor of the North Side, Joe DeLoya. And he was a Democrat.
Yeah.
And he raised me. And
How about that?
But it's not the Democrat
the
of
same
today.
thing. Yeah,
it's just not even close.
But and again, your story, you ran as an independent, so you've got that independent mindset. But you want to stand against what's happening in the county and speak to that and keep the county sound. Kevin Meaker, running in the 2nd District, Onondaga County. We appreciate you joining us today.
And I thank you for the opportunity.